Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. It's time to check out the last harvest of my Burgundy Royal bush beans. These have been going ham since May and they have been going strong. I started these guys from seed. They came up in about April time frame. So I pulled them all out of the beds. I'm going to clean out everything that grew in between, kind of leave some of the leaf clutter and everything so that it can decompose down. I am going to throw in some radishes, and I have a volunteer tomato plant that I didn't know was under there. We'll take care of that one too. And I even have a little friend. We're going to leave the spider alone because he's eating all the bad stuff. This is what I pulled. So there are a ton of beans still on here. I'm going to replace it with these radishes, and that way I can get a fall harvest out of them because it got pretty hot pretty quick once my first round of radishes came up. These radishes are supposed to be up within the next 2 months, so I should have plenty of time for them to come up and grow nice and fat, and hopefully the weather will start cooling down. So I'm going to do 2 rows of the radishes, kind of just smear them all over. I know they're supposed to have a certain depth, but I don't have time for that nonsense. And this is why you should probably pour them into your hand and put them in from your hand, because obviously they're not coming out of this package. I did get them in eventually, I swear. So now it's time to pull the beans off of the plants, and that way we can compost the leaves. So I'm going to take all of my beans, start plucking them off. I have a whole bunch of them. They're big and fat. I'm not being too careful about how I pull them off because I'm going to process them all tonight. I'm going to steam everything that I plucked, and then I'm going to keep some for my dinners for the next 2 weeks, and then I'll put the rest in the freezer after they're steamed so that I can just throw them out for the week in the winter and have fresh green beans. And this is what I ended up with, and considering that I had 6 plants, I'm pretty impressed. These are the old beans that were a little hard, and so I'm actually going to take the seeds off of those, and I'm going to leave those out on the counter for about a week, and then I'll put them away for next year, so I'm not going to have to buy more seeds for the next year. And this is what they look like. I love that the beans actually look purple in this. They should. When I got them, they had kind of a brown coating on them, so we'll see how they turn out. And then next to my bean plants, I had my marigolds, and I saw somebody else harvest the seeds off of their old marigolds. I don't think this one was quite ready because I accidentally pulled it all the way off, but I'm going to keep playing with it, and those little black pistons down there, those are the marigold seeds. So I've got some yellow and orange. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe.